Everyone, the Google Pixel 8 Pro has just officially came out, so I wanted to go and give everyone a quick breakdown on exactly how to use this device. It's a beautiful phone, has so much capability inside, and if you just bought this phone, I'm sure it's going to last you a very, very long amount of time. So, here's a quick breakdown. On the front of this phone, you're getting a very good display. It's a massive phone. It's a 120 hertz display too, which looks very beautiful. You're getting the hole punch at the very front, which is beautiful. Very thin bezels around it, and we'll talk more about the display and Android in general. But on the exterior, on the side of this phone, you're getting this like kind of flat, kind of curved side to it. It's reflective, and it looks very, very nice. I'm a big fan of it for sure. On the outside of this specific device too, you're getting this type of camera module that kind of sticks out a little bit, which is very nice. But you're also getting your SIM card tray. We'll talk about that in a second. On the bottom, you're getting USB-C, which is very good. The speaker grills on the side. On the side here, the reflective side continues, which is very, very nice. On the back side, you can see we are getting our frosted glass back. So it's actually slightly frosted. It's not completely frosted, but it's kind of a frosted glass back, which looks very, very nice. And then you're also getting your dual, actually triple camera setup this time around, which looks very, very good. You're getting your flash, getting your other sensor down here. The frosted glass back continues. Getting wireless charging, reverse wireless charging, the Google logo right there. And on the left side, you're getting your volume button, and you're getting your volume buttons, and you're getting your power button as well. So on the outside, it definitely looks like a very, very solid phone. Not too sure why it's so bright all of a sudden. I may have to turn this down a little bit. There we go. That's so much better. Now, one of the first things you're probably going to do on your phone is probably removing the SIM card tray. So the SIM card tray is on the left side of this device. So if you actually take a close look right here, there's a little like hole on the left side of this phone. What you can do is you can find your SIM card eject tool, which is right here from the box. And what you can do is you can import this right inside of this tiny hole. What this is going to do is it's basically going to extract that specific thing outside of the SIM card tray. And what you can do here is you can actually go through and pry this specific thing open just like this. And what you can do here is you can pretty much just go and import a SIM card. You can do whatever you want to. And then you can put this right back in as you normally would. Slide this back into place, and your SIM card should then be discovered by your phone. So that is a quick breakdown of the outside. Now, turning on this phone, there's a couple ways to do this. So for one, you can actually go through and double click on the display to turn it on. So just like that. Or what you can do is you can click the power button on the side, and then you'll basically come into your main display here. Now within the main display, you're basically getting your lock screen. So this is very common. This is what every single Android phone has. At the very top, you're getting your status bar. The hole punch display has that camera. You usually get like your date and time right here, your time here, and maybe like a calendar, like the date of which is today or the weather. You'll see that type of information here. The screen will dim down after about 10 seconds or so on the lock screen. If you have a fingerprint sensor built up, if you have it set up, you can unlock it via this way. If you want, you can have notifications and stuff that'll pop up on your main display if you have them. And then you can swipe up at the bottom just by using the gesture right here, and then you'll come into your home screen. If you have a passcode, you have to type that in. Within the home screen, there's nothing crazy going on. There's a basic, home screen of any other phone. The status bar continues. You have your time in the top left corner. You also have your little widgets here, so you can hold down these widgets, click customize, and then you can customize these widgets further. You can also hold down on an empty part of the display if you want to change your wallpaper. You can click on widgets to add widgets on your specific device. Some of these panels come up, you want to read them and just kind of make a judgment from there. And you can scroll through and find all these other widgets and stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff here. Driving down, you'll see all these app icons. These are not all your applications you can swipe through. These are just the ones that you've downloaded or that you've dragged and dropped to your home screen. But from here, what you can do is you can go ahead and move them around by holding down these applications like this and kind of swinging them around and dropping them somewhere else if you want to. That's another option that you have, and it's actually a really, really cool thing. Now, what you can also do is at the very bottom, these docks almost always stay stagnant. So what you can do is you can go through and add an application here or remove an application here too. And then you also have your Google search bar at the bottom. So you can go through, tap on the search bar, and you can just go through and, if you want to, you can search something on Google or use the camera or microphone to make a, Google kind of, search. Swiping up though, you'll see all the applications you have on your phone. So you can kind of swipe through and see all the apps. The Google search bar continues, and you can search for applications and stuff that you have on your device. So that's another really cool thing that you have within this device from that perspective as well. Now, another thing you can do is if you want, you can open up an app. So let's say we want to open up our Files application. We can click on Files and we can go open it up. These notifications sometimes pop up. You can just click allow or don't allow, whatever. Now, if you want to get out of an application and come back to your home screen, you can always swipe up and you'll always come back to your home screen. So if we go into messages, if we want to text somebody, we can swipe up from this bottom bar right here and come back to the home screen. Same thing with photos. We can click on a photos, swipe up from the home screen right there, and it'll basically come back into this specific panel. Now, if you want to open up your split screen multitasking view or just your multitasking in general, you can swipe up to the side, just like how I did here. So swipe up and kind of swipe it to the side just like that, and you'll come into all the applications that you've just opened. So what you can do is if you want to go back to a certain game or an app or whatever, you can swipe it open like this, and then you can just come back to your home screen depending on if it's portrait or landscape. Now you can also just go back into the application you were just in by swiping to the side. You can also go through, swipe up from the bottom, and drag to the other app if you want to as well. And you can just keep doing that over and over and over again. Now, if you want to close out of an app and save memory, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. But if you want, you can swipe up from the bottom like this and come back into your previous phone panel just like that. So that's another thing you can try going into as well. And that's probably what I'd recommend looking into too. Now, on top of that, another thing you can do, as always, is download applications. And you can do that within the Play Store. So if you want, you can hop inside the Play Store like this, download all sorts of applications that you want to. You can search for an app like here, and the keyboard will pop up. And you can search for whatever specific applications that you want to. There's lots and lots of them available. So find the one that you want, and from there you can kind of go a little bit further. Now at the very top of your phone, you have your status bar. So what you can do is you can swipe down from the status bar just like this to come and do this particular panel. So what you can do now is you can basically just go through as you normally would. You'll see your notifications and everything. And what you can do here is you'll see your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and flashlight and wallet apps and all these other things. What you can do actually is you can swipe down from the top just like this, and you'll come into this panel. So here you can go and modify your brightness if you want to, your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and flashlight toggle here. If you swipe to the side, you'll see some more panels here too. You can always click on this pencil icon here and drag and drop a particular application from this side or specific thing here. You can drag and drop it to the top portion right here. So that's another thing you can try doing as well. So that will go ahead and allow you to kind of see some other gestures and all these other things going on. You can just click out of edit if you want to just kind of hop out of it. So that's another thing to kind of get in the habit to. At the bottom, you can click this power button if you want to quickly power off and restart your phone. But you can also hold down on this Google icon here to bring up Google, basically the Google version of like Siri. And it's cool. You can do it if you want to. If you want to power off your phone using the buttons, you can hold down the volume up button and the power button. Just kind of click them, and this panel will come up, and you can power off your phone, enable emergency, or just restart your phone from that perspective. Finally, though, one of the most important things I'd recommend you to get used to is to go into the settings application. So hop inside the settings app right here. This is a very important app. If there's ever any particular settings or things that you're looking for within your phone, you might be able to find it in settings. So click on search settings up here, and you can just search for a particular setting if you want to. There's lots and lots of other settings available. So find the one that you want, and you can go ahead and kind of modify it from there. If you go and hop back out, there's lots of settings here available. Apps, notifications, battery, sound and vibration, display, location, so many things. But the one that you probably should get used to seeing, at least for the most part, is this system one. So what I'd recommend doing is clicking on system. And from this system panel, what I'd recommend doing here is clicking on system update. So click on system update, and what I'd recommend you to do is actually update your phone. So this is basically how you update your phone. It's very basic. So click on this check for updates panel and go and see if there's an update available. If there is, what I'd recommend doing is literally just updating your phone, and that will probably end up not fixing a lot of things, but that would be one of the best things you can do if you want to. Just update your phone, and that will ensure that your phone is up to date, has the most amount of features, and is the most secure version of the phone that you can actually get. So those are pretty much the quick things and the main ways of basically using your Google Pixel 8 Pro. It's a great phone. It's going to last a long time. Some other quick things I'd recommend, as often as always, make some backups of your phone, back up your photos and things like that. Also go through, put a screen protector on your phone. Any screen protector will work. Even at $1 one is going to be better than not having one. So throw a screen protector on your phone. Put your phone in a case as well. If you want this phone to last the 7 years that Google is offering you in terms of software updates, I would recommend going through putting a case on this device. And that's another thing that will probably end up lasting this phone up a little bit longer. That's another big thing to keep in mind there. So that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.